Okie dokie. Hey friends, welcome in everybody. Let's see. Up after me is Crafts by Amy. Crafts by Amy. Okay. How is everyone doing today? I hope everybody is doing well. I'm in an event today, and it is a collaboration between Dusty Granny's event group and the Creative Kingship event group, and it's all about fur babies. So, any of your wonderful animals that are your pets, that are your babies, because let's be honest, we love them as our babies. And so, hi there, Crafts by Amy. Crafts by Amy is up after me, y'all, so make sure that you are following her. Okay. And yeah, so super excited. Hey, sweet Connie. How are you, my friend? It is so good to see you guys. Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate that. Um, okay. And where am I? This is being interesting today. Of course, as always. So, and I didn't realize my phone's about to die too. Yay, whoop-de-doo for me. Okay, so again, we are in an event today. Again, it is a collaboration between two groups. We have a Dusty Granny and Dusty Granny by by Wendy, and Kingship, Creative Kingship, which is hosted by Tanya. So make sure that you guys are following both of these lovely ladies. Follow their event groups. They're free to follow. Lots of fun there. So I am excited that I was able to get in today. There was a lot of people. Hi there, Miss Cindy. Hello, hello. Hey, Craft Room Confessions. Welcome in, friend. So yeah, I was super excited I was able to get in. Y'all know I have 6 fur babies and 1 granddaughter fur baby. So, and they're all cats. They're all cats, and so we are going to be crafting with some cats today. And there is our hostess, or one of our hostesses, Miss Tanya. I am going to turn you guys down. Hopefully you guys will be able to see my desk a little better and see what it is that I have here. Thank you so much for the sprinkles. I truly appreciate that. Okay, so, and talking about fur babies, I got one walking right up. You know, we got our craft room kitty who has to always be here with us. So, in honor of my beautiful babies, I have this is a vintage cat pick, and we're going to use it. So I'm super excited we get to use it. I did bring some lace with me. I have some lace here, and then I brought 2 different fabrics that I want to use for my background. Hi there, Nicholas. Hello there, Miss Judy from Kiss a Frog. My favorite frog is in the house. And I have a board that we'll be using, okay? So I got these 2 fabrics. I went to the Quilt Expo, and oh my gosh, y'all, for somebody who loves fabric, that was not the place for me to go. Or maybe it was. I found lots of really fun items that I hadn't seen before. So obviously I had to get the cat prints because you guys, these are so cool. So look at this one. And I got a good bit of it because I'm gonna make a pillow out of it. This one's called the Kitty Courier. Look at it. It is so cute. So it looks like a newspaper. So I really like this one. It has like all the different little articles on it. It is so cute. My daughter loves this one. The Cat Burglar Nabbed. So cute. Are cats smarter than dogs? You know, there's always the debate. And then there's also this one right here, which is super cute as well. And this one is, you know, where our cats and bags, because oh my gosh, do my cats love bags, right? I can't leave a paper bag, a plastic bag, and boxes, of course. We all know boxes, but they love the bags too, y'all. So the idea is that one of these two is going to be my background, okay? And my little cat is going to be, so I got this when Hobby Lobby had one of their 90% off, you know, surface sales type things. So the cat's gonna be walking along, okay? And this is gonna be the background. The question is, should the background be this colorful one in the bags, or should it be the newspaper one? And then we can pick an article and we can make that the focal point as well. So what do you guys think? I would love your guys' input, because I like both of them. I think both of them would look really cute. Like I said, we'll put some lace around it. It's gonna look super cute. So you guys let me know what y'all think. Meanwhile, I'm going to get this off. Get my little tag thing off here. Ah! Okay. Come on. So thank you for being here, guys. Please, if you don't mind doing the sprinkles, I would appreciate that. So before me, we had Miss Michelle from Pretty Pieces by Michelle. She was on before me. She did this cute box with dogs, which was adorable. You know, and I do have some dog items, but we're cat lovers here. So in this household, the most that I'm gonna have, if it's got cats on it, y'all can believe I am going to pick it up. If it's fabric, if it's napkins, if it's paper, you know, stickers, whatever. You're definitely, you know, they say when you're a cat person, you're a cat person, and yes, by golly, I'm definitely a cat person. So, this one is not being cooperative. Usually, if you heat these up a little bit, they come off a lot easier. So, that's why I heat it up, just so that you guys know the reasoning behind that, okay? Alright, so we're going to unscrew these. Okay, because we're not going to need this. Now I save all of these little hardware items because if I'm crafting something else and I want it to hang, I don't have to go buy it. I already have it. So whenever I repurpose things, I always save the hardware. Save the hardware, guys. You never know when you can use it, okay? And of course, as always, wherever we can save, we're going to try to save, right? So I'm going to take this down and I'm just going to sand off right here where we had those holes. And I want to do it away from the fabric, so y'all forgive me, but I want to do that away from the fabric so I don't get the fabric dusty. And then I'm just sanding just a little bit, just because I want to make sure that everything will adhere. And so sometimes you have to sand a little bit just to make sure that your stuff is going to stick, okay? Because many times you'll have like a glossy finish or a sealant, and it's not really good for that, okay? Alright, so let me see, did anybody give me Any comments? Thank you for the hearts, y'all. Y'all are so sweet. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So, what have we decided? Are we going with the newspaper or are we going to go with the bags? What do you guys think would look the cutest? So remember, we're going to be putting this in the background. And then our cat is going to be walking along. I might probably find something for it to be holding with its paw since its paw is up. I don't know, a yarn ball or something. We can make something to go with that, okay? So what do you guys think? For those who are here with me on Facebook, do you guys have any ideas of which one we should... The newspaper one? The newspaper one is so cool, isn't it? It is so cool. I agree. I absolutely agree because it is very cool. Well, hello there. How are you, my friend? A little of me gifts and specialties. Remind me of your name, sweetheart, because I am horrible with names. So forgive me for that. Okay. So, do we want to try to make sure that we have the actual title in the image? Or do we want to focus on like a certain, you know, like our cat's, you know, smarter than dogs and our cat can be right here, you know, or something like that. Lisa, that's it. I am so sorry, my dear. You know what? I need to start doing like some people do and have like a sticky pads or a notebook, and maybe I'll remember better. I am so sorry. So, what do y'all think? What should we do? The title? Yeah, I kind of think that would be good. Alright, so let me go ahead and cut out. I'm going to go ahead and cut the side that has the title piece to it. And it might actually do me some good if I actually had a good pair of scissors to cut. That's my paper scissors. You know, my fabric scissors are over with my sewing machine, but I guess I should have a pair over here too. So we're just going to cut this right here. So what is everybody doing on this lovely Saturday afternoon? It is okay, y'all, it is warm but chilly. Does that make sense? It is warm, but the breeze is going, and so it's kind of chilly. Like, we have the sun out and it's pretty and all that stuff, but yeah. So my cats have been enjoying their catio that we were able to install. I'm thinking of adding a second one to make it larger and expand it, so that way they can go outside but they can't get hurt and they can't get lost, because you know we definitely don't want to lose any of our babies. So what is your fur baby? And I know not everybody has a pet. Maybe you had one when you were younger. These are so cute though. Let me see if I can cut off the salvage. It might make it easier for me to figure out where it is that we're going to place this down. You have a dog named Wrigley. Oh, I like that name, Wrigley. Is he a big dog or a small dog? So, y'all know I love my cats. But, you know, I actually grew up on a farm where my parents also, they actually did, breeding of championship, golden retrievers. So we had like 13 dogs at a go. And then when the puppies came along, we usually had a lot more than that. And we had 13 cats. So medium, he's about a 45-pound. Oh, he's a mixed breed. Isn't it true that, you know, in Spanish, well, at least in Costa Rica, we call them zaguates, but your mixed breeds tend to be like the sweetest, and they're just so, I love them. You have beagles. My sister has a beagle, and he is such a troublemaker. But I love him to death. I love him to death. But he is such a troublemaker, even now in his old age. What does OD stand for, if you don't mind me asking? Thinking outside the box, why cats love so much. Trying to think, should I center it or should I like do it kind of like to the side? Your baby is a female cat named Whiskey. And she's the queen of the, oh yeah, yes, they definitely are the, you know, kings and queens. This is their territory for sure. I mean, there is no ifs, ands about that. No ifs or ands about it, for sure. So I'm just trying to get myself some marks here. He's, see, rescued. I love that. It stands for our dog, OD. I love it. Oh my gosh, I love that. That's the best. Yeah. That is an amazing name. Oh, really? Yeah, they are smart dogs, very playful. From, you know, I remember that part. I do remember that. I remember that part. They were very playful, very smart. So, like I said, I grew up around them, and it was always exciting when the puppies would come. That was the part me and my brother, you know, loved, because we got to play with we got to play with them. Hello there, Miss Terry. How are you? Come under your business page, my friend, please. You know we're here to support each other. Thank you so much for popping in. I do appreciate it. Hopefully you are having a wonderful Saturday. I hope everybody's having a wonderful Saturday. And this is going to be so much fun watching what everybody creates. I'm excited to see. We have a creator in the paper crafting world, and her fur babies are cats. Not cats, I mean are bunnies, and it is so cute to see them. It is so cute to see them when she shows them off. Of course, this is, yeah, that's what I was afraid of. I'm not gonna be the straightest, but we'll make it work. I need to come down. Okay. My sister's friend had a golden retriever, and he would only chew the right he would only chew the right shoe. That is hilarious. But you know what? I've kind of, you know, I have heard that before, that there are dogs that they would, like, they know and they pick the one shoe, no matter what pair it is. It's always it's just the one side. Like they have a preference. Oh, that is funny. But, you know, it's like, you know, dogs will chew, cats will scratch. I mean, they all have their thing, right? And yet we still love them like no tomorrow, right? Because they are our babies. You know, they may make us mad and everything, but we love them. We love them so, so much. Yeah, he knew his right from left, didn't he? That is funny. He knew his right from left so well. He was a very smart dog. He is a very smart dog. You know, he knew his right from left. So that's impressive. That is impressive for sure. Okay. All right. So I went kind of wonky here. So let me fix that up right quick so I don't have too much in excess. And then I'm just gonna Mod Podge this on, guys. I'm just gonna use, or I might use some Fabri-Tac. I don't know. Let me see what I end up using. It was the strangest thing. Hey, they are smart. Let me tell you. We think that animals are, you know, not smart because, I don't know, they don't speak our language or something. But look, they are smart. They are very smart. So, and also, you know, they they have the sixth sense of stuff. Like they can sense things. Like my kitty cat, Stormy, um nobody likes her because they say she is mean all the time. She's not. She is so sweet. I mean, yeah, sometimes she has an attitude, but she's a cat. I mean, and she's a female, and you know, they'll have attitudes. I mean, my teenage daughter has an attitude. What can I tell you? Um, there's gonna be attitudes. That's just the way it is. And but boy, does she know if her mommy does not feel good. If I don't feel well, or you know, or I've had a migraine starting, anything that may require me needing to, you know, like she knows it. She'll come up to me and she'll, you know, she'll be next to me. Sometimes she'll, depending on how bad my flare up is, she'll like start walking towards the bedroom and meow at me until I kind of like follow her, and she'll hop on the bed, kind of like telling me, hey, you need to lay down, come on, lay down with me. And then there'll be other times where I'll go to lay down because I don't feel well, and she'll come up and she will literally lay down next to me, and she'll have her paw like on my cheek, and you know, she'll be like right there, you know, resting with me until I'm better. So, you know, yeah. I'm like, don't tell me that a cat cannot be, you know, technically the only thing they could say was that she's an emotional support cat, because they can't, in the US, Canada and other places, they actually really do allow, you know, cats to be certified to be a service animal. Not in the US though, which sucks. Because I can tell you, she definitely knows. This is me in the flesh and blood, my love. This is me. Yes, ma'am. I know. Right here. Right now. This is me. Well, I'm always me, but yes. So, Oh, they tune into your feelings. Like, they know. Like, I mean, like, they know. They, when they tell you that, the whole, it looks like they're looking into your soul with their eyes, and, oh yeah, they can tell. That's why, they were labeled, the animal of witches and, all this, that, the other, because no, they have a very, very keen sense. Don't get me wrong. Dogs are too, okay? But, cats have that. So I hate that, you know, here, like I said, in the US, the only animal, heck, you can have a horse, but you can't have a cat for, medical purposes. And I'm like, seriously? They're like, oh, well, a cat's not trainable. That's not true, because I've trained my cats. They may require a little bit more patience, but with the right person, yes, they are trainable. And it really has to be their human, too. So, and you have to start young with them. So, like, Stormy we got her when she was barely 4 weeks old, after somebody dumped her. And yeah, she is so smart. So smart. We used to have a dog who could let my parents know if me or my brother. See? Yeah, and like, if you're diabetic, they can smell when your sugar levels are changing. Because they have very heightened senses, cats and dogs, you know? So, and they know when something's not right. They know it. Trained or not, they know when something's not right. They know when the person that they love something's not 100% with them. So, yes, it does. It does, because that's what I think Stormy does, because she knows when I have, like I said, when I have migraines that, like, knock me to my feet, because I still get those. Not as often, but I still get them. But when I get those, or when I have a really bad fibro flare, or even when my depression is hit, like, she really knows. And like I said, she'll come right up next to me, and she will be, completely up to me and purr, and she'll have her paw on me, like, and her face will be like nose to nose pretty much, like she's checking on me, and stuff. So it's hilarious, because when my husband will come in, she'll look up at him like, I'm watching her. Like, I got this. Because he's told me that he'll come and, like, give me, like, a kiss on the forehead, and she'll, like, raise her head and look at him like, like, I'm watching her. Like, what are you doing? It's so funny. It is so funny. Oh my goodness. Yeah, absolutely. I know, right? I love this fabric. It is so cool. I had never seen it before, and some small place had it. It's Timeless Treasure Fabric by Soho LLC is the company that's on the what you call this thing that tells you what it is. But yeah, so that was, like I said, I love. My pocketbook wasn't too happy, or my husband's pocketbook wasn't too happy, but I absolutely love the fabrics I was able to get. So yeah, I loved it. I have been to a show that a man rescued all these cats. They would push a dog stroller across the stage. Oh yeah, cats are smart. They are very, very smart. Like, super smart. You know? Like, don't tell me otherwise. Okay, so now the question is, where am I going to put my kitty? Kitty, are you gonna go like right here? Yeah, I think you're gonna go right here. And might want to try and find like either find or build a little box, and so it looks like there's a box here that especially since it says thinking outside the box, why cats love boxes. So I think we're gonna do that. So we have that, and then I do have some lace that I want to use to put around it as well. Yeah, so I mean, it is, you know, like I said, I'm always going to say cats are smart. They are not given enough credit. You know, so you know, a cat was elected actually in New York, what it says, the 6th term, and I actually read that there is a cat that is mayor. I forget where. There's some city that actually has a cat as a mayor. Is it a mayor or governor? We were just talking about this about 2 weeks ago in the states class that I was teaching. And yeah, the kids found that like so funny. They're like, "Really?" I'm like, "Yeah." I forget which one it is, but I think it was cool. So, yeah. I thought it was cool that they did that. Right? Okay. Now, because this will probably sit down, right? I don't know about putting any here because then it's gonna like look weird. But maybe definitely on the side. So I'm gonna paint the edges, just the edge, with some white. If I can get this white to cooperate with me, we will do that. You know, my paintbrushes are... I know. I need to retire some of them. But it's hard when, you know, they're... I like how they work. And then you gotta start all over again. And then you gotta figure out which new brush you like. Right? Well, that one's definitely not gonna work. So... let's see if this one will be any better. I'm just using some chalk paint because that way it'll give me hopefully some better coverage and a little quicker than normal is what I'm hoping. So, has anybody ever had a pet that was not a cat or a dog? Or maybe you currently have a pet and your baby actually doesn't have fur. Maybe it has scales, or, you know, I don't know, feathers, because you know, you have a bird. Because I mean, birds are pets too, right? Right? Birds are pets. There's people who like birds. Birds are too messy for me. Some people would consider their chickens their pets, right? And those have feathers. So I think, you know, a pet, I would want to say, is any animal that you are going to love. I remember at one point, my oldest had a friend who had a miniature pig as a pet. I mean, and nowadays they have all the miniature Highland cows. You had a hamster in middle school? Otherwise, it's only been cats. So, let's see. We had cats, dogs. We had birds. We had like a macaw, a toucan, parrot, and then all kinds of like little Tweety birds, I call them, you know, and any other type of little bird. We had several of those growing up. Then me and my brother had some pet turtles, and my brother's turtle died, so my mom decided to take my turtle and that it was going to be lonely and put it out in part of the there was part of the farm where there were these 3 ponds, and so she decided to put it down there. And I thought it was long gone. Man, years later, there was a big turtle down there. And I'm like, turtles are not like indigenous to Costa Rica, okay? Like, you don't find them in the middle of the mountains in a pond, okay? That's that. So I was like, that's my turtle. That's my turtle. That just grew. And later found out that yes, you know, those little turtles that we get, if they stay little because we have, you know, you keep them in the little dishes or the little aquariums. But if they have the space, then they're going to adapt to their environment. And so the vet was telling me that yes, that was evidently my turtle that had adapted to the larger pond instead of the little dish bowl thing, you know, aquarium thing that it had. And that's why it was so big. And I was like, oh. We had rabbits. When I was in school, we had rabbits as well. And then, of course, well, there's all kinds of farm animals, but I mean, we took care of all of them, but I wouldn't really, like, consider them pets, per se. And like I said, we had dogs and cats. My dog was, she was actually the last dog that we had, Lady. Her name was Lady. She was a mix between, the golden retriever male that we had on the farm, and a, what they're called, German Shepherds. So she was a mix, but I loved her to death. When I came to the States, I couldn't bring her, so I left her with my dad. She was older and stuff, and I really didn't want to try to get her through the plane and all that kind of stuff, so she stayed and lived for about 3 more years before she passed away. Yep, goldfish will do the same. I didn't know that either, like I said, until, you know, one day that the vet was doing a house call for some, you know, checking up on the dogs or the horses or something, and I happened to ask, and he explained that, you know, that turtle down there would be my turtle because they grow based off of their environment. He's like, why do you think the big ocean sea turtles are so big? Because they have the whole ocean to themselves. I was like, yeah, but those are like little ones. They're meant to be pets. And he's like, they're meant to be out in the wild. I was like, well, that's true. So, and oh, I had a pet monkey one time. We had a pet monkey one time. He was a cappuccino face or a white face monkey. Those are common in Costa Rica. And that was hilarious. I had a girlfriend at the time, and evidently the monkey didn't like her. She was right up next to the cage where he was in, and she was posing for a picture, and he grabbed a hold of her dress and skirt and wouldn't let go. Yeah, scared the bejeepers out of her. But Yeah, it didn't like her at all. Um, Typical animal, if they sense that you are afraid of them, they tend to react negatively, and that was that situation. So, but yeah, that one. So, I had a monkey. That was funny. I heard that about betta fish too. Hmm. Yeah, I would think that a lot of those little fishes that we get in aquariums, I mean the reason why they don't get any bigger, you know, they stay at, I mean, I'm not saying they're gonna get as big as a shark, right? It's like my turtle, no, it didn't get as big as an ocean turtle, but it definitely was way bigger than what it was supposed to be, or at least what I remember it being, because I remember it being teeny tiny, and it was about that size. So, so definitely, they definitely do change. Yes. Well, I guess it's one of the things about growing up in in a tropical country. The types of pets that you can, I mean, yeah. I guess we had toucans because toucans are common over there. Um, and a lot of times, what it was my dad would find out about poachers because we lived very close to a rainforest, and he would find out about poachers, and um, he would purchase the animals to get them away from them. So when I say like they were in a cage, like I'm talking about the rooms that were built for them. They were rooms, like they were huge. So like for the macaw, for the three macaws that we had, there was literally trees that were cut and were put into, and then you had the cage part coming around, so they could fly. They could still fly from, and yeah. So, and they were given fruit, like if they would have been outside, um, all kinds of stuff like that. uh, because obviously at that point they had already had their wings somewhat clipped, so they couldn't survive outside in the wild anymore. So it's not like we could have released them. So then, so yeah, so our farm, literally, my dad called it a little Noah's Ark. And yeah, so we had lots of animals on there. Yeah, my dad was a good man. Uh, Eccentric, but he was a good man. He definitely had a kind heart, and he hated to hear about animals being exploited, you know. Um, so, because it happens everywhere, We think of, animals being exploited, and pretty much the only thing you think about is like Africa, and because that's what's talked about the most, but mm-mm. When I took my daughter to Costa Rica back when she was 8, so 8 years ago, and I took her to a bird sanctuary, and they actually had a toucan that had a prosthetic beak on it because it had been poached for its beak, for the beautiful colors of its beak, and left for dead. Um, so it was at the time very revolutionary to try to put a prosthetic on to see if they could survive, because without the beak they can't eat or anything. So that was pretty cool. Hey there, Miss Janet, welcome in. So she thought that was like super cool. And I was like, yeah, that is really cool. That's definitely, you know, a step up from a lot of things. But they've Costa Rica's always been very big about protecting, but they've really gotten bigger about doing it in the recent decade or so. So I'm very, very proud of my country for that. Um, but you'll still, no matter what, you'll still have poachers. You'll still have people that will try to steal those iguanas. You'll still have people who will try, you know, and make pets out of them. You'll still have people that will try to poach those sea turtle eggs. So you gotta watch for that. Yeah, all kinds of stuff. But on a small scale, when I was growing up, you know, 4 decades ago, 3.5, my dad tried to do his part, and it was not fun having to, you know, go in and clean the cages and scrape the stuff and feed them, and you know, because that was part of my chores. You know, we had chores. But you know, looking back now, I see it was an amazing experience, honestly, because it really made me appreciate a lot. So people are sick to harm animals. Yeah, I know, it's crazy. So like, you know, they'll take the beak because it's colorful. They'll take the fur off of, you know, a jaguar or a leopard, or you know, a panther. Tusks off of your rhinos, your elephants. It's just, why? Leave them alone. Like, ugh. Yeah, that makes me sick. So yeah, obviously it is very, very sick, very sick. I agree. Okay, so now that the edge is nice and white, I can glue on my lace, and that way it won't, you know, look kind of weird if, you know, it's see-through, but I still have the dark to help pull out the fabric that looks, again, it looks like a newspaper all about kitties, but it's not a newspaper. So alright, and I'm gonna do this before I try to attach my my little guy here, because if not, I might have issues with that. Alright, you need to come with me. Okay, so we are actually going to start on this end, because then I'll put a bow here. Try to end it there so I can put a bow. Oh, now I know what that. Okay. I'm messing up. I'm messing my board up. I was wondering, why do I have all these weird dots on there? And it's because I keep setting my thing down and I'm making holes. Ay, ay, ay. Aren't I terrible? So guys, up after me is Crafting with Amy. Make sure that you stick around and watch her craft. I am sure she is going to do something amazing. And then it is a 2-day event, guys. So we still have all the rest of today and tomorrow afternoon with crafters who are going to be doing, you know, crafts based on or for. I actually thought about maybe making a cat toy, but my cats have so many toys. But I might. I may still at some point come on here and do a cat toy at one point and show you guys something quick that you can do that would still be safe for them to play with. So yeah, just I hope you guys will stick around and watch and support. And even if you just hop in for a little bit, guys, you know, the sad part about it is that with the way FB is now, you know, if you don't catch the crafter while they're live, you know, I think you only have like 30 days, if I'm not mistaken. I think that's how it is nowadays. After that, their lives are gone, and we can't watch replays after that. Now, on my end, I'm doing dual stream, so my lives are going into my YouTube account, but I'm not sure if every crafter is set up this way. But that way, at least if you guys ever want to go back and watch one of my lives, at least now, okay, it is a big task to try to like download everything from years, guys. Oh my god, years of doing craft lives. So I should have tried to have done that sooner, but it is what it is, and now we just have to make the best of it and try to still be able to provide our videos to you guys, you know? So that's what I'm trying. I know that there are several crafters who are also doing that as well. So yeah, I hope you guys maybe get a chance, go around to YouTube and look for my page and subscribe. That way you guys can see any videos that might be there. Yeah, I hope. I don't have that many subscribers right now, and I'm not doing like any videos that are exclusive to YouTube. It's just forwarding everything from here. But that's just for now. You've been downloading yours and putting them on YouTube. See, I need to see if I can go back and try to download like my old ones before they get totally deleted, and I can upload some. But yeah, if you do it from your, if you go live from your phone, you have to download later. I go from my computer, so my husband set up the system to where it will automatically, as I'm going live here, I'm going live over there, and it's saving it. So that's a good thing. Streamlabs, the same, thank you so much. The same thing that I use to do my double camera for you guys is the same one that I'm using, and it's free. I don't have to pay. I don't have to pay. Now, if I wanted to do a third, I think, after, you know, if I wanted to do a third place, then I would have to pay. But for now, it's, if it's just dual cameras over here for you guys on Facebook, and it does the dual cameras over on YouTube as well, but I can only stream to YouTube. Like, I couldn't do, I don't know, TikTok or something like that, even though I don't do that one, but you know. So yeah, I mean, if you have any questions, you can always message me, and I'll help you as best as I can. The techie person is my husband, but he's always Streamlab. Well, labs with an S, sorry. Streamlabs. And I do use the desktop version. I believe there is your mobile version as well, but I use the desktop version. And if you guys have questions about setup and stuff, my husband's, he's always happy to help. Yes, OSB. I had looked into that one. So Streamlabs is along the lines of OSB, but it's actually not that hard to set up. That was one of the things, because I'm not like the super tech person here. That's my husband. I'm okay once you like set stuff up and you tell me this is what you have to do. If that's the case, then yes, then I'm good. But like from the get-go, me setting up, that's not gonna happen. So yeah, I mean, it's really not hard. Really not hard to set up. It's very easy to navigate. Once you have everything set up, I literally hit go live, put in the information, like the description for the event, or you know, if I'm just going live myself, and hit go live, and it automatically broadcasts to both Facebook and YouTube for me. I don't have to do any extra steps or any of that kind of stuff, which for me is good. Like I said, less is more. The less I have to think about, the better. And so yeah, like I said, if you guys have any questions or need any help with any of it, I'll gladly assist however I can. And then if I cannot help, you know, you wouldn't be the first person my husband hops on the phone with to help walk through. Because I mean, we're here to help each other. That's the whole thing, and my husband understands that. And plus, when it comes to anything computer, he likes it because he gets to play, as he says. Okay. Alright, so up after me, my friends, is going to be Crafting with Aimee, and that's AIMEE. Make sure that you guys are in the creative... Oh my gosh, now I totally slipped my mind. Creative Kingship. Hi there, Miss Cruz. The Creative Kingship events. Okay. It's a free event group. Also check out Dusty Granny's event group. It is free as well. Both of those groups in collaboration today are hosting this 2-day event. I think it came out really cute. I'm gonna try to find or make a little box to put right there so that it looks like my cat is trying to, you know, use a box. If that makes any sense. Since we know that cats love boxes. So really? No, I'm thankful for that. I'll be like, it's not working, and then he'll come and help me. And like I said, he's helped a few of my crafty friends because, you know, I'm like, they're not tech savvy. Can you help them? And you know, their husbands don't know much about computers either, so he's glad to help. So anything, if you guys, like I said, have any questions or anything, just you can always send me a message, okay? So this is my craft, my friends. I think it's gonna, after I put a box on it, it will probably end up in my daughter's room with a lot of the other cat crafts that I've made. So thank you so much for being here, my friends. Please go check out the event groups and go and see Miss Aimee with Crafting with Aimee. And until I see you again, my friends, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your weekend. I love y'all.